we need to save these people. Save the Pikmin! They weren't in the water very long. How did they drown so quickly? How did those little twerps drown so quickly? Hello, what's gear to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2! In the previous episode, we conquered the whole of Beast. And in today's video, we'll be continuing onward to see what else we can do in the Awakening Wood. Oh yeah! So, a good trick you can do, you can use the whistle immediately to bring the Pikmin out. I usually like doing that because it seems like more so in this game than the other ones, but they'll like start immediately going towards objectives nearby, like taking out posies that are super close to the onions or things like that. It's a little annoying because I want to directly control what they do at all times because I'm a manipulative little jerk, but that's just the way I like to play this game. Now, a good detail to keep in mind is that the dungeons that we complete will have a flag on top of them, so you can know which ones you've already finished. There's still not much we can do about that wall over there, so let's continue onward to see if there's anything we can find in this area that can help us achieve our destiny. Let's separate the Pikmin. We're gonna have the purple Pikmin eater go over this way. There's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple Pikmin eater. Sure looks strange to me. And I already made that joke, but I'm unoriginal and I can be replaced. So we're going over this way. We're going to destroy Jerky McEvilface. And we saved Pikmin! Yay! And we're not even gonna harvest your corpse.
My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be done below? If you find trouble below, press the plus button to contact me and press right on the D-pad on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its load to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety.
So yeah, if you leave in the middle of a dungeon, you're gonna lose all the treasures. The White Flower Garden. Wait, where are we missing a Pikmin? Where are we missing a Pikmin? Oh, would you get out of here, Jeffrey? I don't think we actually named it Purple Pikmin Jeffrey, so yay, that one's new name is Jeffrey! I don't know how to put that caption on screen, but we're gonna change one of the Pikmin's names to Jeffrey to make it canon or whatever. Alrighty then, so as we go through this area, this place I'm gonna say, it looks a little weird, because we're supposed to be underground, but it looks like we're in a canyon. Doesn't it kind of look more like a canyon than anything else? That's just what I always thought it looked more like. I don't know if this is me or something, but it just always looked more like a canyon. Now, I could see it being a cave, but at the same time, it looked more like a canyon. And now that I'm looking at this game again, I realize how low texture the canyon wall is. But it still looks cool. It still looks impressive for GameCube graphics. I'm not going to complain that much. This game still looks really nice. Alrighty then, so we got our first treasure! Yay, we're treasure trackers! That was my professional cover of the Captain Toad theme. Is this a real nail polish thingy or whatever it's supposed to be? Alien Billboard. Huh. That's quite fascinating. I'm just going to admire the design of the canyon real quick because, like, it's very silly, but one of the things that I modeled when I was working on the 3D programming class, where like we made like tin cans and things like that. So I get a little nostalgic seeing tin cans in video games and stuff because I'm a weirdo. Delve deeper with your Pikmin. Why must you have autosave? If something screws up the recording, it's gonna be a pain to re-record. Alrighty then. Now, as we get later in the game, it's probably best advised to have one captain go off on their own and just kind of explore the area, because we can see over here, we have a new enemy. This is a fiery blowhog. Fiery blowhogs, they breathe fire, and they blow things, and they're pigs. So, yeah, you probably want to be careful when approaching them. Purple Pikmin, unlike their red brethren, are not fireproof, so what I recommend we're going to be doing right now, we're going to separate our Pikmin, and we're going to have our squad of Stevenators to save the day. Alrighty then, let's head over here, and I strongly advise you make sure that the blowhog is not facing a cliff. Have him face more towards you, because trust me, you're gonna save yourself a lot of headache to just taking the extra time. I think we're safe right here, but yeah, look at this. The blowhog throws the Pikmin off it. If it was facing that way, we would have lost all those Pikmin. So yeah, that's definitely something you'll want to watch out for. I think we're good here. I think we're good here. Okay, we're good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna carry you. This doesn't really matter that much because this isn't gonna give us any more Pikmin, but it might be advantageous to do. I mean, there are only 2 on there. There are only 2 on there. Come on. Freaking lazy losers. Alright, then we'll go over here. We got one of these product placements, and we're gonna be going over here and collecting another product placement, but we have to throw it over on the product placement. Now don't worry too much about gathering all your Pikmin back before you move on to the next floor, because I believe they will all join your party when you leave, no matter where they are on the floor, so that's nice. Petrified Heart. This looks really cool. Like, you would not believe how obnoxious it would be to model that. Sorry for being quiet, I was just imagining the process of doing that, because, like, you'd probably start off with, like, a rectangle with a square shape, and then, like stir the edges and flatten them out and things like that. Yeah, words. Ooh! Drought Ender, Dr. Pepper, woo! Yay, Dr. Pepper! Fun fact, Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda. Like, it's weird because in recent years I've been trying my best to cut back on soda and replace it with things like V8 juice and just healthier things like that. Now, I don't think I could fully stop soda forever, but I do want to try to cut back on it and be healthy and things like that, because being healthy might be good for your colon and the rest of your body and your spleen. Okie dokie. This area seems like it might be an interesting one. It might be noteworthy indeed.
How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could it act as a kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. ...
So as we do this, I'm gonna try to make it so we only get the leaves. Okay. Get rid of you. And actually, I don't really care that much. As long as it's not purples, I think it would be okay. Would you get out of here? Okay. I really wish there was a way we can switch between flowers and leaves, but... Okay. It's gonna take a moment, but I'm going to throw all my flowers over here. Because the flowers worked hard to mature, and the leaves, they'll just turn back into leaves anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. There we go. That wasted everybody's time, and I'm not editing that out.
Incredible! A white Pikmin. It is tiny but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are unseemingly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data records of this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations.
And by future generations, we mean, like, 2, because they weren't really in story mode for the next game. So, let's go over this way. Separate the Pikmin, and also Olimar, so it's easier for me to keep track of the Pikmin when we're editing the video and putting the names on screen and things like that. So, that is one annoying thing about editing the names of the Pikmin. Like, naming them isn't actually all that hard. It's just figuring out how many of them actually ended up on screen. Alright then, so we have a new friend. Yay! I don't have a Xenoblade reference for you. I'm so sorry. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Like, my first thought was Ricky, but I don't know what Ricky reference could be used for a white Pikmin. I don't know. Maybe the Pikmin are like Napon. Ah, that's certainly an interesting development. But also, speaking of interesting developments.
Amazing! The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady-eyed eyes theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt.
So Pikmin have been able to dig up objects in previous game, but the white Pikmin are able to see underground, and they're going to be the fastest diggers out there. They're also going to move around a lot more swiftly, so we'll see after they completely dig it up and things like that. Or they would if we had enough. Never mind. I thought that was going to be a cool showcase, but no. It just had to make a lawyer out of me. Alright, fine. We'll go over here. We'll swarm the Pikmin. But yeah, even with red Pikmin, we can still see that's moving a bit faster than it would if it was just reds. So this is a pretty good development. We also got some of these weirdos over here. I feel bad because I can't remember their names. I can never remember Pikmin enemy names, aside from a few of them, and I always feel bad because like I love the Pikmin series, but the enemy names have really weird names. So yeah, that's a bit of a fun predicament. Move faster! Move it! Move it! Move it! Move it! Move it! No, you're one Pikmin away from the funny number. Super Stick Textile! One thing I really want to know, did the companies that put their products in this game, did they pay Nintendo, or did Nintendo use, like, buy the rights to license the name? Like, I'm gonna assume that the companies reached out to Nintendo and paid them to put the products in the game, because that's usually how product placement works, but I'm genuinely curious about that. Alright, so we got all the stuff on the floor. Let's move onwards. I remember my first playthrough of this game. Like, I knew white Pikmin were already a thing, because I watched Gonray's Let's Play before I played this game. And I didn't actually know where you found the white Pikmin. So I came across this dungeon, and it said White Flower Garden, and it had, like, hazards in it that I couldn't get to. So I was thinking, okay, white Pikmin have to be somewhere else in the world. Where can we possibly find them? And then I got stuck for a week and not figuring out where I was supposed to go. Alright, so we have some unfamiliar things to take care of. Okay, these Pikmin are really close to the reds. I don't want reds in my squad right now. Come on. Come on. Okay, close enough. I think we're missing one white, but we'll be okay. So this over here, this would hurt the other Pikmin as we saw before, but the white Pikmin are immune to it. So that's another thing that makes them special. White Pikmin are immune to poison, the same way that red Pikmin are immune to fire, and purple Pikmin are immune to running at a reasonable rate. So that's definitely something that you'll want to keep in mind. But there is a third thing that's unique about them that we'll be getting into a little bit later. Kind of. I kind of don't want to demonstrate it on screen, and it'll make sense when we get to that point, but when we get there, you'll know what I mean. Alright, so we're gonna throw our Billy Bob over there. Alright, Billy Bob, we can do this. I believe in you. We already named another Pikmin Billy Bob, but you will also be Billy Bob. Toxic Toadstool. Alright. So that's basically what we'll be doing for the next 20 minutes. We're gonna be going across this area and having the white Pikmin do all the work while the other Pikmin sit back like jerks. So I believe up here is where one of the treasures can spawn, so you want to keep that in mind if you're playing along, but the treasures aren't in the exact same spot on your game as they are on mine. Remember, dungeon generator is a thing, so the hazards and enemies and treasures are going to be the same, but their exact locations are going to be different, so keep that in mind. I remember for a while I wondered what it'd be like if they made a Zelda game like that. And they kinda did that with Cadence of Hyrule. But it's more so just the fact that that's how Crypt of the Necrodancer worked in general. Because that game uses randomly generated dungeons, and Cadence of Hyrule being like a sequel to that kind of made it like that. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Survival Ointment. Alright, we got the last of the treasures, and now we can move onwards. Alright, for editing, so yeah, something happened off screen and I realized, well, I might actually want to redo the last part of this. So we're actually going to be splitting off the video right now. We finish off the rest of the dungeon in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this video of Pikmin 2, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.